Mike Sando from The Athletic, ranking quarterbacks via tiers. So 6 of them in Tier 1. Aaron Rodgers 1, Patrick Mahomes number 2, Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, and Joe Burrow. Those are the only 6 in Tier 1. In Tier 2, Deshaun Watson checking in at number 9. For those that are curious, Baker Mayfield was in Tier 3 at number 19. The other thing, you know, Watson got marked down by some of the people that were part of this because they hadn't played. They're not sure what they're going to get after a year plus of inactivity. The one thing is his body has time to heal. That's a guy that's had 2 ACLs. So there's a plus and a minus to Watson not having played in a year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've said before that, you know, it could take a couple games, I think, to knock some mental rust off because, again, he hadn't gotten those reps since the end of the 2020 season. He hasn't taken a hit until then. And, you know, it's all well and good, you know, all the preparation you do, as much staying in shape, but you really don't get up to speed in the NFL until you get hit. And that's just kind of the reality of the sport. And honestly, kind of where he is right now, I think 9th is kind of fair. Maybe I would have liked him a spot or 2 higher, I think. But I understand why they kind of put him there. And I think another reason why maybe that makes sense for right now, we haven't seen Deshaun Watson play a big game since 2019, since the Texans went into Kansas City in the AFC divisional playoff. They had that big lead and then absolutely got blown out in that game. And I think a big reason, you know, we haven't seen much of Deshaun Watson in those big playoff games because, frankly, the Texans team around him wasn't pretty good. And as we saw throughout his time in Houston, it got worse and worse and worse. And now he's coming into Cleveland with the talent that he's got around him, assuming he'll be able to get onto the field very quickly. There'll be more opportunities for bigger games, more opportunities to shine. And with a better team around him, a better offensive line in front of him, a better defense to get off the field, get some takeaways, kind of limit the possibility of those high-scoring shootouts with those top quarterbacks in the AFC, it gives Deshaun Watson a better chance to show more in those big games. And really, you only become a great quarterback and you really only show when you win those big games. And it's not just that Deshaun Watson didn't play at all in 2021. We just haven't seen him be in that spotlight in about 3 years. And it won't take long after he's ready to go before we see him be thrust into that kind of game.